I'm gonna try and get through this. I had a whole video planned on what happens when you tell an anxious person you're worried about them. But earlier today, I ended up going to the funeral home to pick up my cat's ashes, finally. And I'm just not impressed. I'm really not impressed. Like, I mean, I got this paw print from the lab that did the necropsy report, but this, okay, his name is spelled wrong. They spelled it Yorvichi, and it's Yoru Ichi, first of all, and second of all, this box literally looks like shit I've seen at the dollar store. Like, pardon me for showing cremated remains. I'm just not happy. Really, really not happy. And, so that was disappointing. And, like, this was on here with a little crappy zip tie. Instead of, like, you know, a nice bag or a ribbon or something like that. So, yeah. I was super anxious to go pick this up. I waited. I mean, he was cremated, like, excuse me for the noise. He was cremated, like, I don't know, I want to say the 4th of December or something like that. And I just barely went to pick him up. And, you know, I've had a lot of people saying I'm worried about you or that sort of thing lately, and it just kind of brings up some different feelings, and that's, I mean, that's all I've been kind of focused on for more than a month now is feelings. Just losing my cat has changed a lot of things for me. Not necessarily doing great, but at the same time, like I noticed the other day, being an anxious person already, when someone says they're worried about me, it just brings up these heinous feelings of guilt and shame and just creates this endless cycle of more anxiety, more issues. And while it is, you know, a sign of caring about somebody, telling, you know, vocalizing, hey, I'm worried about you, hey, I'm here for you, hey, I'm, you know, here for you is better than worried about you, because I feel like the guilt cycle that happens with anxiety a lot of times is, I'm not worthy, you have negative emotions because of me, I need to get it together, I'm a problem. And the shame aspect is like, I'm so messed up, why am I like this? Can't I be better? I'm a burden. People are hurting because of me. And it's just this snowball effect, and it tumbles together, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's not intentional by the person who says they're worried about the person who has anxiety. It's obviously very much the opposite effect of what they were hoping for. The thing is, though, is that anxiety is really complex, and a part of anxiety, for me anyway, is how I am in other people's lives, or how other people see me, and how I interact with other people. Like, I am alone most of the time. I am alone with, you know, one of these, or one of these, you know, or this thing, you know, or writing, that kind of thing, doing Japanese lessons, typing. Just, I'm alone a lot. Oh, I just ended up finding this too, which was a cool find. It's a collection of 13 Junji Ito comics in one book. I'm super, super stoked about that. Started reading it. You know, I'm an otaku. Not always by choice. You know, social anxiety is so real. And like, this is nothing against my family or my close people or friends or anybody who I've talked to on the internet that has said kind things to me. This is nothing against anybody. This is just kind of an explanation. So yeah, like I said, the guilt and shame cycles are very real. Creating more anxiety is very real. And I feel like for me, I share less, or I try to share less. I try to suppress more. I try to stay more inside of myself. The more someone says they're worried about me, the more I pull away. Or the more someone says they care about me, the more I pull away, because I don't want to be the result of somebody having negative emotions or feeling obligated or feeling trapped or feeling like hopeless, like they're worthless, because I'm still gonna be anxious, I'm still gonna be depressed, I'm still gonna have manic swings, I'm still gonna have problems at the end of the day, and I just feel so much, just astronomical amounts of guilt sometimes. And it's so stupid because it's over things that, you know, that other person probably isn't even thinking about. It's just, it's the anxiety. And so, you know, it's a whole thing. And it sucks. And, you know, it sucks especially because of the death of my cat being so tremendously awful for me. And the people in my life not knowing how to help me. I don't know how to help myself. This is still just a whirlwind. Some of the things I've noticed that I don't care for as much is like, I'm worried, you don't seem right, what's wrong with you, why are you still sad, what's up, you don't look right, those kinds of things, really negative, really awful, really judgmental. You know, not that I'm worried, but you know, I've heard it all, like, you don't seem right, you don't look right, what's wrong with you. Those all make me feel, you know, me personally feel like I'm being judged and attacked rather than somebody inquiring as to my well-being. It just sounds accusatory or demeaning in a way. Like, oh, what's wrong with you? You're not normal, blah, blah, whatever. And then I feel like a better way to say those things are, hey, I'm here for you. Would you like to spend some time together? You want to order food in so we don't have to go anywhere? Like, I can drive to you, or do you want to meet me somewhere? Like, sometimes just options are nice, or, you know, just a question instead of a statement. Sometimes questions can be overwhelming, yes, but I feel like having the option to choose what to vocalize or what to bring up is easier than, you know, someone coming at me like, oh, I'm really worried about you, and this, and it's like, well, what part are you worried about? Do you know the depth of it? Have I shared with you? I only share 25% of what's going on. Like, I feel guilty for even that, so what are you worried about? That kind of thing. And yeah, that's just something that was on my mind that I wanted to bring up. And then also the ridiculous, I'm gonna get another urn for his ashes. This just isn't okay. I mean, nothing against Precious Memories or anything like that. They're really nice. They're a legit funeral home in Fort Collins, Colorado, just for pets. They're a cemetery and a funeral home that just focuses on animals. They don't do anything else but animals, which is really cool, and everything. I didn't choose the place. I've never heard of them before. The lab at CSU has like a contract with them and sends remains after necropsies were performed, you know, for a private cremation or whatever. So yeah, I just had that done because they were cheaper than other places, but at the same time, like, the price is still the price, and you could care a little bit more. Presentation is part of the grieving process. It's part of the healing process too. And so I'm just a little disappointed on that. That aside, he's home. I've got him. I'm grateful. That's just gonna be a thing. It still hurts. It'll hurt for a very long time. And you know, I've had anxiety most of my life, but that was a huge thing for me. It's like I have to go get his ashes. I have to go get his ashes. I have to go get his ashes. And the people close to me were like, "Hey, did you go do that yet?" And now, you know, my brother told me to be brave and to, you know, honor his memory and not be a coward and just go get him. So I did. 'Cause he was right. I was being a coward, and I don't want to disrespect Yoruichi's memory by running away. So yeah, he's home, and I've got him, and where do we go from here? Anyway, yeah, if anyone has an experience they want to share with, you know, that cycle of anxiety that happens when people come to you and they're like, "Hey, you don't seem right, I'm worried about you," and it just hones in on that insecurity, let me know in the comments. Oh, hi Shadow. Let me know in the comments. And I will see you lovely people next time. Say hi, Shadow. Look at this old man. Boop, boop, boo, dee, boop, boo. Boop, boo, doo, boop, boo. Where are we? Oh. Hi. I know, kid. I miss him too. Peace.